Imagine the fear of having your child ripped from your arms by a wild animal and being completely powerless to stop it. For one mother, her worst nightmare became a reality when a lion decided to get feisty on TV. You won't believe what happens. Sometimes animals don't want to cooperate when it comes to television, and in this instance, things took a downward turn really fast. Thankfully, the experienced trainer took over the situation and turned things around. However, it could have been much worse. The incident occurred on a popular morning show in Mexico called Consejo de Mujer. During this segment, a young lion and his trainer were on set being interviewed while a young mother and her child sat nearby. The show started off perfectly normal. The trainer discussed lions in the wild and captivity, and despite the mother looking nervous, the segment continued as it was rehearsed. However, due to the toddler's movements, the lion began to take an interest in the tiny human. As the adults continued to talk, the lion clearly became more agitated. Slowly but surely, the lion begins to inch his way closer to the unsuspecting toddler. The adults are completely oblivious to the situation, which is odd. It's a predator. Why is no one even monitoring the lion during all of this? As the segment continues, the lion's fascination with the child begins to intensify. His eyes lock on to the little girl, his body becoming very still. What is going to happen? It seems the lion is waiting for just the right moment. There's no way he's going to let this little girl out of his sight. At this moment, the little girl begins to squirm and starts to cry. The lion becomes clearly agitated by the little girl's whines. As she begins to shift in her mother's arms, it happens. No one could have seen it coming. The lion grabs the little girl by her pant leg, his claws digging in. Immediately, the mother and trainer began to pull the child away, but the lion refused to give up its prey. At this point, the mother begins to justifiably freak out. The mother begins to cry, and the trainer attempts to get a better grip on the little girl. As the host of the show watches in complete disbelief, the lion continues to try and drag the little girl closer to him. Unfortunately, the mother can't pull her daughter free, and when the lion bites down on her leg, the trainer finds herself unable to get a good grip on the child. Talk about being completely terrified. The mother begins to scream at the top of her lungs, desperately trying to pull her child back to safety. At this moment, the trainer does something that many would find very shocking. The trainer immediately hushes the mother and tells her to calm down. If she continued to scream, the lion could go into a full attack, and then they would really be in trouble. The mother attempts to restrain herself, arms wrapped around her child tightly. For a split second, the tension in the air was so thick you could cut through it with a knife. The trainer continues to console the mother as she works hard to free the child's leg from the lion's mouth. Thankfully, the second trainer steps in and is able to pry the lion's jaws from the baby's pant leg. With the child free, the lion is pulled from the set immediately, putting a safe distance between the two. The trainer embraces both child and mother, consoling them after the terrifying incident. Who knew that in a mere 30 seconds how quickly things could go downhill? Thankfully, things didn't end much worse. It seemed this mother and child learned a very hard lesson. Sometimes wild animals and television don't mix. Honestly, with the unpredictability of natural-born predators, children should just be left out of such situations. And look at the host's face. He just can't believe what's transpired. Honestly, neither can we.